Hey everybody, it's just me Ted, 1969 here, and we're trying a little bit of a different video today. Looking at 1989's Black Orchid graphic novel, and just a real brief part of the story behind this. A couple of years ago, going on 3 years ago almost now, that I moved down here to Nova Scotia from New Brunswick, I was given about 10 or 15 days notice from my job offer to the day I'd be starting work, so that gave me not a lot of time to kind of sort out my affairs up there, get rid of what I didn't want to keep. I sold off a lot of comics. I sold off about half of my comic collection. The first appearance of Deadpool, I think it was in the New Mutants or X-Force. I had Cable first appearance. I had Gambit's first appearance and some X-Men from the 90s. If you can't keep everything, let some of them go. I kept a few of the more significant to me. The Black Orchid series was three that I had bought from New originally back then at that time. And yeah, I let those go too, and with the DC stuff, I guess. And I kind of missed them after a while. I'd been thinking about them, and a few weeks ago we're at a comic shop over here in Greenwood, and I found the 3-pack of them. So I got books 1, book 2, and book 3, and the price for all three of these, $15. So I did really well there. And the condition of them is very, very good. I would say these are mint and almost never read. Or if they were read, it was by someone who really loves their comics as well. So from 1989, the comic series is The Black Orchid, and it's by Neil Gaiman, Dave McKean. And yeah, look at the prices, $4.75 Canadian. That was nice, but that's 30 years ago almost. These are 1989, so 29 years ago, I guess, this year. And they keep referencing music, so you'll see the copyrights for different songs that are referenced through the comics. So the comics are a bit of an adult-oriented comic, a bit violent. There might be some light nudity in some of the scenes, but love stuff like this in the artwork. Like this stuff is just really, really nifty. I always enjoy these sorts of formats. It reminds me a lot of the Batman Arkham Asylum hardcover that came out around the same time. So that's the book 1, and tells the story of Black Orchid. And we'll just go look through the other 2 books here. Book 2, these all came out in 1989. Look at the condition of this. Glossy, not a kink, not a nick. Very, very clean comic. Highly, highly enjoyed finding these and discovering just how nice they were. The artwork in them is phenomenal. That's what I miss the most about them, I guess. I love the simple storyboarding most of the time they go through, but now and again they'll do these big splash scenes. So that's kind of neat. I think Arkham Asylum had a few more breakout pages and that sort of thing. This one's nice. Really like this page here. You've got the sunset, look at the pastel colors, the shading, really, really well done comic. That artwork there is very beautiful too, I really enjoy that. So we go through the comic, there's a scene in a graveyard, kind of creepy, but I like it. I guess it's going into the swamp, and yeah, they meet the swamp thing somewhere along the way. So we go through it. Batman, Two-Face, forget the little fella's name there. Riddler. No, it wouldn't be the Riddler. That would be the Mad Hatter. Yeah, the Mad Hatter. Yeah, what am I thinking? So there's Batman as a shadow, like that. That's some really, really nice artwork there. To go back and look at that. Love that. That could have been like a full panel. So then we see him there. We've got a big gun. So that's book 2. So they're all 3 by Neil Gaiman and Dave McKean. You can hear how these open. Like, these are functionally brand new. Just love this. Look at the coloring here. Love the combinations. And it just goes right into the whole story. So you've got pink for the orchid, green for the swamp thing. I'm not even hitting every page here. I realize that we're just kind of thumbing through it real quick, like you'd do in a store. That's some nice artwork there. I love the progression of the colors to describe the different scenes, the different characters through the book. Again, they've got a lot of simple storyboarding in it, but overall it flows nicely, easy to read, easy to follow. Sometimes when they get too crazy with the splash pages and the big double wides, it makes it a little trickier to follow exactly the sequence of events. Anyhow, yeah, so that's wrapping up the comic there, and it winds down that way. And there we go, right into the sunset again. Just a really enjoyable comic book, and again, I was very pleased to get these in that condition. I'm trying to think of the name of the place out in Greenwood. Not that probably many of you watching this video will have occasion to get there. It's a smaller town in Nova Scotia. Anyhow, that's the Black Orchid, Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. They're from 1989 by Neil Gaiman and Dave McKean. And that's been my little walkthrough of them with the story behind it. Hope everybody enjoyed this video.